Hey everybody, Jim and me are at one of the coolest and so-called most haunted hotels out there.
This has a great reputation, this place.
It's the Shanley Hotel in Napanoch, New York.
Sounds right to me.
I don't even know how the hell to say
How do
that,
you
Napanoch,
pronounce it?
but it's such a wild little area. So, and we're going to take you for a nice tour through it. Here, Shanley Hotel, there you go. Woo-hoo. All right, here we go. Let's check this out. Let me turn this light on. Oh, wow, sucker is super bright. 20%. All right, so there's the stairs. That's the door. We're done.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hope you liked it.
So, all right. Now this area that we're going into right now is a little mess because it's our control room. You got the kitchen. This is sitting area. We just did a live last night from this area.
That's right. That was fun.
It was. You can see we're running command center and all of our equipment. But
and our donuts.
Our donuts, you need the sugar. And you got this, they got a scribing room in here, which is really neat, which we'll show some evidence of. Bathroom, of course. But this area right here, you can see it on the regular GoPro, but also on the 360. And people sit in this chair, and there's been experiences.
Yeah, in fact, Kelly was sharing some with me. She showed me a series of pictures of a woman looking into the mirror, and the woman in the series of pictures literally changes from what I would consider normal looking to almost aged like 50 years in a matter of 3 or 4 pictures.
The other one we saw where the man was standing behind
would have been in that corner. The man was standing.
So it would have been right in this corner. I have no idea if this 360 plus GoPro thing's going to work out. If you saw this contraption, you'd wonder what the hell was going on.
Yes, you would.
Maybe I'll have Jim take a picture of it. But now the Shanley Hotel has close ties to the Irish mob and also the Italian mob, right?
Just the mob in general, yeah.
And you know what? It has a lot of ties to. Let me turn this up while we're in here so I can get it brighter. Now, there's a whole story about this place that connects back to Cooperstown, where you live.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I can't tell this story enough because I love the story, because as I was growing up in Oneonta, New York, and upstate, about 2.5 hours from here, there was this local legend, and it was more than legend because it was true, it was verifiably true, but it turned into folklore about a woman who, by the name of Eva Koo, who killed what I learned as a kid. It was her boyfriend, but it turned out that it really wasn't her boyfriend, but that's what we were told as kids. But this woman, Eva Koo, owned a brothel speakeasy during Prohibition in and near Oneonta, New York, where I came from, and it's right outside of Cooperstown too, where I live now. And I learned after doing an interview with a woman who made a movie about her story, somebody emailed me and said, "Did you know that Eva Koo used to work at the Shanley Hotel? She was paid by the mob to entertain mobsters and kill them while they were here."
So in other words, to seduce them and get them up here?
Basically a honeypot, what do you call it? Honey trap, honeypot, whatever it is. But yes, so she would seduce them, and while they were vulnerable, she would kill them. And that's how the mob got rid of some of their enemies, I suppose, or people within their organization that they could no longer trust. And from that money, the money that she made from doing that with the mob, she opened up the speakeasy in upstate New York, and eventually murdered her handyman for the insurance money.
And it is historical fact that this place did have ties to the mob.
That's
right.
right.
A lot of things going on. So this is one of the back rooms. A lot of claims of activity in here, especially if you're playing cards over there, just where me and Jim were last night. And we had some strange things happen.
Yeah, well, we were hearing some knocking when we were asking for it. We were trying to get some interaction with the card play, and we got some. We have to review the evidence and get a clearer picture as to what was going on, but we did get something.
All right, so from here, we're going to go to, well, pretty much the Shanley Hotel's brothel, which, bordello, we'll use that word. The
Bordello. Remember that movie Bordello of Blood
Oh, I do.
with Angie Everhart?
No,
Remember
I
her,
got it.
redheaded actress?
Oh.
If you saw her face, you'd say, "Oh yeah, I remember her." You'd be like, "Oh yeah, I remember her."
Oh, slow down there, Tiger. All right, so this is where you would have the ladies of the night. I guess you'd be hearing if these rooms are occupied. It's in close quarters. Now I haven't been here since. Geez, it's been almost 16 years. I was here with when a gentleman by the name of Sal owned it, and Sal has passed away. And Kelly, who was good friends with Sal, was able to pick the place up when it went up for a tax auction because she was good friends with Sal and she loved the place and she'd been here many times and had her own experiences. So I'm happy she did, because if not, it might have been torn down. And she's put her heart and soul into fixing this place up. And she's done a great job. And of course, it's taking time, which it does, but her and her husband have been working really hard at this. And the nice thing is you can rent rooms here. They have 10 rooms that are rentable. One room, you can actually fit up to 10 people, but they have 10 total different rooms. And this is Rosie's room, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so Rosie, you can see right there, there's a well outside. And if you watched the episode of Ghost Hunters when we were here, we had the actual top of the well opened. And Rosie, historical fact, you can look it up, Rosie ended up falling into the well and nobody knew that, and they found her hours later. And many believe her ghost is still reside here.
Yeah, they sent her for water at the well, and she didn't come back. And they went and checked to see what had happened, and they found her at the bottom of the well.
And the well is right on the side of the building, and there's a little doll up against it as well. So, all right, let's head back downstairs. Watch your heads. Again, don't mind our command center. It's a little chaotic right now. They have a room here, which was the main dining room. And now it's actually used, it's a séance room now. So you go through this back area. Now, Jim, it's all about the basement.
Yeah, so you'll hear us during the investigation, and also when we talk to Kelly to get some of the history. You'll hear us talk about a floor that was a false floor, below of which there was a 12 by 12 concrete room. It was a secret room, basically, a ladder from this floor down. And they called it a jigsaw trap door, which means it wasn't square. It was kind of, just like you'd expect the breaks in the wood, so they didn't look like there was a break there. But when they opened it up, they found a ladder down to this 12 by 12 concrete room, which they assume was used to store booze during Prohibition.
Yep.
Among other things, I think.
Or bodies for certain periods of time.
Exactly.
Now, this is let me get the right lights on here. This is the room that they call the séance room. Used to be the dining room. We were in here last night, and I'm not even going to tell you what happened, but it was pretty friggin' amazing.
It was pretty cool.
And again, it happened just earlier today.
And it's the type of evidence that you don't go out searching for. When we use audio recorders, we expect to hear something. When we use video recorders, we're hoping to see something. This is the type of interaction we experienced last night that you don't often seek out, but man, it came full force last night.
Well, and the best part is we had our cameras rolling. We had another static cam over in that area rolling. It's still set up. And we're able to back it up on Kelly's security camera up there in the corner. So all the cameras are rolling.
Yeah, so after you get a chance to see it, which it'll be in the episode, obviously, there's no way anybody can say you manipulated it because we've got 4 angles of the same thing happening, and it's pretty cool.
So here's where they actually do seance type things at the table. Not my thing, but interesting.
I don't see any. I guess that's a crystal ball, kind of.
Yeah. All right, where to, Jim? Where to?
We can go to the basement.
Let's do the basement.
Yeah, let's do the basement.
Again, it's been probably 17 years since I've been here, so I'm almost positive this is the place where Steve got Dave to eat an ant. I mean, why even have to say that on camera?
It's too funny.
Beyond me, but
lights. Oh, here it is.
all right, here we go to the basement. Oh, have a little funhouse effect on those stairs, huh?
Yeah, be careful. They're not completely level.
Oh, yeah, they're not level at all.
No, I don't know what's in here, but we were told that we can't go in there.
Bodies. All right. What the hell is that thing? Oh, it's a light.
This is a red light
Yeah.
device. If you turn the other light off, you'll see the effect.
So just to set ambience?
Yeah, you know, there's some people that believe, A, that just a lower light, you can still see, yet you can pick up some anomalies and shadows better. And then there are other people that believe that actually the red light itself, the red wavelength, is more conducive to catching.
What type of activity do they claim to get down here, Jim?
Well, we'll show it, I think, during the episode, but they've got some pretty cool pictures of guest investigators or groups. Like there's one picture of a man who was sitting up on that level above where the chair is now, and a figure appeared over his shoulder to the right. Things like that.
All right. And back here, of course, you have more area stuff, but we're not going to go back there. All right. Well, and
there's another spot in here too. So
okay.
We probably want to turn that light back on.
All right.
This is our camera right here. We've been monitoring. They call this the morgue.
Oh, I remember this room. Yeah. Oh, it's nice and chilly in here.
Yeah.
It's a nice warm 13 degrees outside.
Yes.
They call this the morgue.
They call this the morgue. I think it's unconfirmed, but they did have stories about this being used at a point in history. You know that they couldn't bury bodies all the time, so they'd have to store them. And this was where that was done during the wintertime. What's that hole? How deep is that? Oh, it's not as deep as I thought it was. You can see. But this is under the porch.
Oh, wow, yeah. Explain why it's so cold. Look at that spider. That thing.
It's a calcified.
Yeah, it's been there a while. Definitely have to deal with animal activity down here.
Yeah.
They have a fire here at one point? That's burned wood.
Well, this place did burn down.
Yeah,
true. I don't know if that's what that's from, but
at one point this place did burn to the ground and was rebuilt. But and I guess it would, that would be the same because that's a whole tree piece. So.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And from here, we'll go to the second floor. And the nice thing is that we are staying here. So maybe we'll have some activity happen in our rooms, paranormal wise. I mean, so Jim's got his own room. I've got my own room.
Yeah, let's make that clear.
Yeah. So just want to make sure we let that be known. All right. Just some of the people. All right. Here we go. And this is Sal right here. So, and you can see pictures of when we're here online with him. Straight ahead is the gift shop. We're not going to go in there right now. What? So we are now on the second floor. I am staying in the Rose room. Give you a quick look. As you can see, I'm rather neat when I sleep.
Did you make your bed?
I always make my bed. That way Daddy doesn't beat me.
Such a good boy.
Just another room. Oscar Grover. I assume that means Jimmy didn't make his bed. Hang on. Are you ready? So here's Jim's room. Oh my God, what the hell happened in there? Looks like it's like an explosion. All right. We got a bathroom here. Now, if you go down this hallway, you've got other rooms. This is the Marguerite room.
You know, it's funny because my mother's name is Marguerite, and it's not usually spelled that way, but that's the way my mother's name is spelled, with the UE, which I find interesting. It's a very rare spelling of it.
So that's a really nice room.
Is it?
Yeah. All right. We have the Esther room. Now to the attic, which Jimmy has been opening up. So, because it's winter, she keeps a piece of insulation over this. Try to keep the heat in. Yeah, what the hell are you doing? Ah, I love this movie. All right, so this is the attic. Now it's still in the process of being fixed up. You got some plaster, some ceiling plaster down. And the building sat vacant for years. So this is a creepy room that's full of Jimmy's doll collection.
That's only part of my doll collection.
Wow. All right, look at that on the wall. What does it look like to you?
Pokemon?
Looks like an owl to me.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Do you see Pokemon, or is that me just being...
I think that's you. It looks like an owl, and also, look, I don't know, the eyes and the mouth look like maybe an owl that was just hit by a car.
Roadkill owl?
Yeah.
That's kind of
It's pretty
sad.
rough, yeah.
That's really bad.
All right. So, and the one thing you want to do when you come here is just be respectful. Be respectful of the history, the spirits that may reside here. In a lot of these areas, they put things down. Now, I haven't read this and I don't want to, but they put things down like this, so you're able to see the activity. This is
Yep.
what that is, right? All right, you're able to see the activity and know the kind of things that they've experienced here. So, all right. I don't like to read it because I don't want to contaminate myself. So, some nice alcohol up here. Whole bottle of soda.
It's an old Coke bottle.
Yeah, Remember when they brought those back out, the smaller bottles?
Yeah.
And it's like everybody's sitting there questioning, "Oh, you've been giving us 20-ounce bottles for the last couple of years. Now you're screwing us over."
Yep.
All right. So we also, here's another room. Another cheat sheet right there on the chair. This room is blocked off because for safety reasons. But I mean, there's claims of these balls rolling down the hallways themselves,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of stuff online about the activity that's been experienced here. One weird room, I want to show you down here at the very end. First off, more rooms. This ball right here has been said to roll out of this room and down the hallway and roll into other rooms. All right. Another room. Oh crap! I saw that rope on the floor, and I thought that rope was a snake.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would be a big snake.
it would be a big snake. All right, so now another room. Now, weirdly, this room at the end of the hall has a Ouija board pretty much painted onto it.
Yeah.
That planchette move? Does it look like it moves, the planchette?
Are you asking me if it moves?
Yeah, it looks like it's a different piece. Yeah. Wow.
Let's try something. I'm just going to put this on yes. Let's see if it's still on yes later when we're walking
Okay.
around.
All right. So I'm going to walk by it and make sure I don't kick it. Did not kick it. It's still on yes. Okay. All right. Now, there also used to be a bowling alley and everything in this property.
That's right.
Which is wild that they do that. So there was a bowling alley in here. I mean, it was a well-known restaurant.
Bar.
It had its heyday. I mean, it really did. So what a wild building, really. You got to be here to actually experience it. And lots of claims of activity. And tonight will be night number 2. And tonight will be night number 2 of our investigation here at the Shanley Hotel. You're supposed to do a beat there.
Beat.
Yeah, like a...
Say it again.
And tonight will be night number 2 of our investigation at the Shanley Hotel.
And we're looking forward to a lot more stuff.
I was actually talking like musical beat, like a bum bum bum.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is the crap scene. I mean, whatever. It's
Take 4.
take 4. And tonight will be our second night investigating the Shanley Hotel.
Bum bum bum.
Finally, my arm was falling asleep. Shit.